Hey everyone, J-Ro here, back with another Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis video, and today I am bringing you my first look and guide for the guild battle number 14 against the King Slime. Alright, so before we get into it, if you could please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. So the King Slime, since this is a new boss, we'll be going over the boss details. It is weak to lightning, resistance to nothing. It is recommended to bring for sigils, the diamond sigil. The damage sigil is the X sigil. It is immune to poison, darkness, silent stun, fatigue, fog, and feeble stop, physical defense down, and magic defense down. Defense changes based on the 4th gauge slime festival. Calls for allies with the King Slime calls for backup whenever they have no allies while the 4th gauge is active. Use of the ability depletes the gauge, inflicts physical attack down with blow away, and physical defense down with roar crush. Lightning element group attacks are effective as the allies they summon are weak against lightning. Alright, so basically an AoE lightning based magic lightning team because this guild battle is magic lightning focused. Alright, so things to note is of course that physical attack down and that physical defense down that it puts on us. So physical attack down, not necessarily we need to worry about because we're using a magic based team. But that physical defense down could become an issue. So let's go ahead and take a look at the team that I am using. Basically all of the new stuff. We have Sephiroth here in his new Magic Lightning Arcanum and set. We have Red 13 with his new Limit Break weapon and set, and then we have Sid with his basically secondary Lightning Arcanum as well. Alright, so as always, before we get into any builds, let's go ahead and check out the high wind right quick. Here's the stats, here are the abilities, and while we're on Red 13, we'll look at our roll streams. We have him with 28 out of 29 unlocked, so he's missing one healing node. Sephiroth is completely maxed out, and for Sid, he is 21 of 29, so he's missing the last line of the support role. Okay, so we'll start off with our main supporter here, Red 13. So the way I have him built, I have him running his new Pirate's Navigator with Reprieve and Sailor's Vision. Alright, in the main hand we are running Pilot's Collar. Of course this will be our AoE heal. It also will increase magic attack up and lightning damage up as long as Red 13 is 70% or more HP, and then also whenever Red 13 is lower than 90% HP, Sid and Sephiroth will get one additional ATB. Provides the R abilities of magic attack on allies, buff debuff extension. Next up, I'm running Silver Collar for a 3 ATB Diamond Sigil Break. The wind resist and water resist are not needed here, but it does provide our abilities of boost heal and buff debuff extension. Next up, we have the limited move ultimate weapon, giving a heal and also allowing us to give exploit weakness to both Sephiroth and Sid. Alright, looking at our sub-equips, I have him running the Bahamut Rod for magic attack on allies and heal. The Great Sword of the Worthy for attack on allies, physical defense. And the Shinra Ceremonial Rifle for attack on allies, buff debuff extension. Looking at the materia, these are going to be physical defense stat sticks. Here, this one is HP physical defense. A triangle sigil that is a physical defense HP, and a Blizzard Blow that is a physical defense stat stick. I'm running Stardust Ray for Red 13's Limit Break. Looking at his R abilities, they are physical defense level 3, heal level 8, buff debuff extension level 7. Looking at his stats, they are HP 13.5k, physical defense 303, heal is 4.5k. So basically Red 13 is here to keep us healed up, keep our lightning damage up, and to keep our exploit weakness going. he, as far as when it comes to the sigil phase, he will be there to break diamond sigils. Alright, now let's go ahead and look at our second supporter and sub DPS. We have Sid here. Sid is running the Dark Flyer outfit with Physical Magical Ward and Leveling Spade Arcanum. In the main hand, we're running the Dragoon Lance. This is an AoE magic lightning damaging weapon that does lightning resist down, mid-tier, maximum high, and also when a buff is granted to Sid, he does 1.2 times the damage. And his R abilities here are magic attack, lightning potency. Next up, I am running the Flare weapon for Sid. This is a 3 ATB diamond sigil break. It does provide the R abilities of HP and physical ability potency, so the important one here is HP. Alright, I am running the ultimate spear. He won't be using it here, but it is good for R abilities of buff debuff extension and magic defense. On the sub equips, I am running the Crimson Staff for magic attack all allies, buff debuff extension. Double stem E for magic attack, magic ability potency. And the Protector's Blade for magic attack all allies, magic ability potency. Now looking at his materia, I have a X sigil, which is important, a boosted X sigil, Thundara Blow. Well, not Thundara Blow, but Thundara. That is a magic attack lightning potency stat stick. Same for the Thundara in the second slot, but it is a triangle sigil. And I have a Thundara Blow, that's an X sigil, that is a lightning potency stat stick. Alright, because he is our secondary lightning DPS, we are running Shiva Remove for Thunder Blizzard, giving us lightning damage up when we do our summons. Alright, looking at his R abilities, they come out to be HP level 3, magic attack level 7, lightning potency level 5, magic ability potency level 6, buff debuff extension level 5. Looking at his stats, they are HP 16.3k, magic attack is 12.2k, physical defense is 165, and there you have it. Now, let's hop over to our main DPS in Sephiroth. Sephiroth is running his Bane Sword style outfit, giving him magic attack and master of the monster kind. In the main hand, we are running the Pandemonic Sword, which is an AoE magic lightning damaging weapon that does provide us with physical attack down. It will do 1.2 times the damage, and it will also increase the magic attack of the team mid maximum high. So basically, once Red 13 can push our magic attack up to extra high because of his outfit, Sephiroth can maintain it because he'll be mainly focusing on attacking with his main DPSing weapon. Our abilities are magic attack and lightning potency. Next up, I am running the Blade of Worthy. This will give Sephiroth his exploit weakness to begin with, but then we will let Red 13 take it over from there. The R abilities are boost attack all allies and ability potency. Next up, we are running the Genji Blade. This is another method to get the physical attack and magic attack up to extra high. Also provides us with the R abilities of boost ability potency and interruption mastery, which will give us that 60% more damage during the interruption phase after we break the sigils. Looking at the sub-equips, we have him with the SSR 1976 for HP, lightning potency. We have him with the sawed-off GS for attack and magic ability potency. And we have Bahamut Fangs for magic attack all allies, magic ability potency. Looking at his materia, he has my 3 strongest Thundaras that are lightning potency based. And of course, one is an X sigil to assist with the damage sigils during the sigil phase. Then we have him running the not Shiva and Remove, but Remove's Judgment Bolt because he is our main lightning DPS. Looking at the R abilities, we're looking at boost HP level 3, magic attack is level 7, attack is level 3, lightning potency is level 9, ability potency level 5, magic ability potency level 6. Alright. And looking at his stats, they are HP 18.4k, magic attack is 15k, and there you have it. Alright, and one thing I did fail to mention about Red 13 is with Limited Moon, Interruption Arcanum all allies is really important because when we break the Sigil phase, he gives both Sid and Sephiroth a damage boost of 40%. So Sephiroth in the interruption phase has a 100% damage boost. Okay. If you haven't taken a look at the armory yet, for those who haven't seen it yet, the armory is going to be Glenn and Cloud based, and then all types of different gears. Okay. All right. So the phases of this is fairly simple. The boss does hit kind of hard a little bit, but as long as you stay healing and everything should be fine. So let's go ahead and jump into stage 5 and let's go over this clear that I did that got 68% on stage 5. Alright, so for starters, King Slime is going to start off giving himself a physical and magical defense up. I'm going to switch over to Sid because he immediately spawns those 2 slimes. As you can see, that 4th gauge went down. Alright. So once we deplete that 4th gauge, which is only depleted when those slimes are brought out, his physical and magical defense up will go away. Alright, so the goal here, he's going to summon 2 back to back. As you can see right here, the bar is down to half. And directly after this, we will end up going into the Sigil phase. Alright, so here's the Sigil phase, getting ready to come up, hold the ATB on Sid, because we want him to do majority of the breaking of the X Sigils. Alright, activating overspeed, and then as soon as I get that next one in, I'm going over and letting him do diamond sigils, activating res overspeed so we can go ahead and finish breaking these diamond sigils. Alright, Sephiroth can, after X sigil is taken down, and so here we have Sephiroth and Sid getting that boost to their damage here. So we're just going to keep doing DPS here. Red 13 is going to be healed, making sure we got our lightning damage up. Alright. And I'm holding my overspeed on Sephiroth for these second rounds of slime, because my goal is to try to get rid of these slimes before, so I can get this last of this bar down. Okay. So as you can see, I activated it right before I started to attack slime A and B. Alright. Alright. Looks like we need one more hit. There they are. Here's the last set. And as you can see, once that last set comes out, that physical and magical defense that he has on him goes away. So this is the ample time to go ahead and start doing damage. So right here, I'm trying to go ahead and take down these slimes just at the end here. But I need a little bit more DPS there to take them down a little bit more. But what I will do is go ahead and activate my summons, because we are at the end of my time. And so one thing to note is that if you can just so happen to get rid of that last set of slimes, he will attempt to try to summon a 5th set of slimes. When he tries to attempt to summon that 5th set of slime, it will cause him to put a physical magical defense down on him, which would be probably the better time to get the summons done on King Slime. But yeah, there you have it. Alright, so that will conclude our first look and a guide overview of how this boss battle goes. And as you can see here, my score turned out to be 68% worth of damage to stage 5. Pretty strong. This is just my initial build for this, so if you saw anything in the battle that you think could change and be done a little bit differently, it could be a little bit more efficient. I know I am using the AI uses auto C abilities. I always usually do that in the very beginning, just until I get comfortable with the rotation that I'm going to be doing for the battle. But other than that, I think that was a pretty smooth run, especially considering this is my early build. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about this build, or if you see anything in the build that needs to be changed, or anything in the battle that would probably be something that I can be a little bit more efficient at doing. All right, okay. Well, with that being said, I hope you found this video enjoyable or informative. If you did, remember to leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post that content. And with that, I'll talk to you in the next one. Later.